Hey internet, how's it going? Welcome to another episode of the Jongravesshow. You know, the more I watch Aoharu, the more it gets really strange to me about how little that they actually tell me about every character, which is actually something that I'm actually really clamoring for because I really want to know more about every single character other than just that they have that all the guys in this series have very flamboyant meetings with one another, even on the good guy side and even on our so-called villain side. Because as this episode goes, of course, Tachibana is so depressed about her loss against Midori, and she told her friend all about it. I think her name is Kane. She tells her all about that, and Kane tells her that she doesn't want her doing it, and of course, but then she remembers back past when they were about to give up in the same situation, and then she talks her into actually trying again. And even challenges her to a race. She loses, of course, because she's not really all that physically fit, even though she says that she hasn't missed a day of practice. But you can sort of tell by the way how that she's running that she's not all that much of a athletic person, because actually I think physics are against her because she actually runs in slow motion, which really is a problem. But either way, it goes from that to it cuts over to Midori and Fujimon, and as their little thing, Fujimon is being reprimanded for being on time, even though Midori took a taxi to work because Fujimon took his bike. He's got to work on time, still gets reprimanded because Midori got there 20 minutes early. I don't get it, but either way, everything pretty much plays out for the better. As they pretty much sort of go into the whole flashback as to why they're late. And something really strikes me about most of these characters, or at least between Midori and Fujimon, is that Fujimon pretty much breaks into his house, wakes him up, cooks him breakfast, he takes a shower, and then they act like a couple. Okay. Then after him doing that shit and all this reprimand is going on, and instead of him being mad at Midori for not backing him up, he says he likes to get berated by him. That's a thing that's really slowly starting to pop up and I'm actually slowly starting, man, to notice that trope a lot. Like every fucking anime season is like one thing about one character. I just keep noticing it. It happens in this, happens in Food Wars. I swear, if that shit pops up in Gate, it's gonna be a problem. But either way, it does cut over from that, and yeah, that's pretty much like this entire episode. Fujimon gets reprimanded for coming to work on time, and they show him and Midori together, which really isn't a problem. Then Tachibana's sad or at least depressed, and Kane cheers her up, so she says that she's about to go and tell the other guys that she isn't going to give up, and that's the gist of the episode. I can tell you more, but really it's like I'm just summarizing like pretty much like I'm summarizing the most of this episode. And it's filled up with quotes and a whole bunch of flashbacks and shit, but that is how the shit ends, and that is what I gotta say about that. I don't really know what's gonna happen in the next episode. Hopefully that they can slowly build their team back up, and they finally fucking promise to actually have Tachibana tell both Yukimura and Masamune that she's a girl. I don't know if she's actually going to do it, but that is what I gotta say about that. Please tell me what do you think about this down there in the comment section. Catch you guys on the next Jongravesshow. Please keep watching anime, keep playing video games. I'm out.